and welcome to the Indiannica Quiz League. 21 teams have already booked their places in their zonal finals. Today we have the last three teams from the West Zone who have to make it there. This is, remember, India's first multi-format, all-digital national school quiz for classes 6 to 8. So 6 teams to go. Let's find out which of these 6 teams is going to make it through. But first, let's introduce them. The 6 teams playing today are: first up is St. Raphael Bhopal, represented by Vanshika Chauhan and Harshit Bhatnagar. Vanshika, I know you're very careful about your friends. There's a little story apparently about it. Can you tell me about it?
Yes, sir. So it happened like that. I had 2 friends, they were my best friends. One was my right hand and another was my left hand. So that one was a boy and another one was a girl. So that girl told me that you have to choose one in both of us. You choose me or him. So I decided to choose that boy because the girl used to tell me, she used to lie me. If I used to ask her something about her or anything, so she used to lie me, and the boy always told me the truth. So I accepted the boy to be my friend and said no to the girl. So that was the difficulty because both of were my best friends. That's why.
Very, very good choice. I hope you choose just as wisely in this quiz because I think you chose very wisely. There. Well done, Vanshika. That was a brave thing to do. We move to your teammate, Harshit. Harshit, apparently you love reading books. Who are your favorite characters in fiction?
Sir, I like Dick in the famous 5 edition, and because he is very soft spoken and he is the means not the eldest and not the youngest. He is the middle one.
Wonderful, wonderful Enid Blyton stories, the famous 5, and I also like Georgina and especially Timothy the dog. I hope you can make St. Raphael Bhopal just as famous as the famous 5 with giving fantastic answers in this round. Let's move straight to team number 2. Our second school is Pawar Public School, Mumbai, and they are represented by Dhey Mehta and Soham Amit Pedlekar. Dhey, if there's one subject you have to remove from your syllabus, what would that be?
The one subject which I would like to be removed from school is Hindi. It contains several grammatical rules that need to be taken off, like matras.
Okay, Hindi was something which was tough for me as well, but I hope you get used to it and later in your life you might just enjoy it. Soham, do you believe in social media or are you more a believer in face-to-face communication?
I personally prefer face-to-face conversation because I find that face-to-face conversation is much more convenient than social media. And even I don't use any social media platforms right now. And the reason I say this is because when you're talking to someone face-to-face, like we understand if the person is getting like what we are saying, and then there are no misunderstandings as well, because in social media sometimes we might say something and it may be taken in some other meaning. So that's why I prefer face-to-face conversation.
That's a wise decision. A lot of your fellow quizmates today may not agree, but interesting that you don't follow or use social media in this time and age and you believe that face-to-face communication is the best thing. All the best, Pawar Public School, Mumbai, and we move straight to team number 3, and that's Umaid International from Abu Road, and obviously Abu Road is separate from Mount Abu, is probably on the way. They're represented by Mohit Kadani and Manit Arya. Mohit, I believe you're an expert at one particular solving something. What is it?
It's Rubik's Cube. I have a really great interest about it. I love to solve Rubik's Cube and different puzzles. Like there are different world WCA puzzles, like world record puzzles of Rubik's Cube, such as pyramids, 2x2 Rubik's Cubes, like that.
Wow. Wow. Can you solve the entire Rubik's Cube? What's your best time?
Sir, my record was 32.29 seconds.
32.29 seconds. If you bring that kind of speed to your answering, Umaid International, nobody will match you today. Okay, we move to your teammate, Manit. Manit,
Yes,
what
sir.
would you do to solve the problems of the world? What is the first thing that you try and do if you were given the money?
Sir, I would educate people and bring some improvement in the health sector
At the time we are facing this pandemic, now we know the importance of doctors. So, sir, I would like to improve the health sector and the education sector.
Let's put more money into health and education. Well spoken, Manit, and all the very best, Umaid International School. Let's move to our next school, and they have a very interesting name. They're the ECS Bagless School, Gwalior. They're represented by Yashraj Swain and Kartik Mittal. ECS Bagless, Yashraj. Why is it called ECS Bagless? Why is it called
It is called ECS Bagless because, sir, till 4th, the students carry bag in that no books are there, only one diary, lunch box and the pencil box, and a bottle is there.
Okay, very, very wonderful idea. That means you want to put as little stress on children as you want to. Have you studied there till 4th standard, or were you in a different school before this?
Sir, I have studied till 4th standard in the other branch, and from the 5th I have studied in this branch, ECS, Wiki Factory.
Okay, wonderful idea, the Bagless School. And with Yashraj, we have Kartik Mittal of ECS Bagless School. Kartik, your favorite subject is maths apparently. You really enjoy maths. What do you enjoy about maths?
Sir, I like to solve the questions, which is very interesting, and it is very using questions.
Okay, Kartik, I know solving maths problems. I hope you can solve these quiz questions just as well as those maths problems. We move straight on to our next school, and our next school in this contest is St. Anthony's, Udaipur, represented by Priyansh and Arham. And Priyansh, just tell me, what is your favorite activity during this lockdown? How did you entertain yourself? What did you do?
I watched YouTube in the lockdown greatly, and I also learned things from YouTube and also did some entertainment.
Wonderful. YouTube, you use YouTube, and YouTube is a very powerful source both of information and of entertainment. Aram, do you like YouTube, or do you prefer social media like Facebook and Twitter and other things?
So I prefer YouTube.
And what do you watch on YouTube, Aram?
So Technical Guruji.
Okay, wow, that's really interesting. And what are the kind of things that interest you in Technical Guruji?
So his unboxings.
Oh, it's unboxing. In fact, unboxing is such a big thing that my generation knows so little about. But I'm sure you enjoyed. Priyansh and Aram, I know you've had a very good record so far coming in. You've scored a lot of points to make it to this competition. So all the very best. You're one of our favorites. All the very best. Let's go straight to team number 6. And that's Children's Academy Mumbai, and they're represented by Dhruv and Vihan. Okay. And I'll start with Dhruv. Dhruv, if I gave you a lot of money, what would you buy?
So first I would buy a gaming console because I love games and I love to play games. I play games every day.
Okay, and if I give you even more money, then what would you buy?
I would want to buy a BMW.
Okay, I don't know how big the prizes here are. Perhaps it won't get you enough to buy a BMW, but you'll win a lot of fame and acclaim for your school, and that will be fantastic. Vihan, coming to you. Vihan, do you have a favorite sport? What do you enjoy playing?
Yes, sir. I think it's cricket. I am a big fan of cricket.
Okay, and do you have a particular favorite team other than the Indian team? Do you follow any IPL team?
It's Rohit Sharma.
Okay, you really like Rohit Sharma. I can tell you, I've met Rohit Sharma, and he's an amazing man, very humble man for a man who's such a great cricketer. All the best, Children's Academy Mumbai. Let's hope you can do it just as well as the Mumbai Indians did in the IPL this year. So those were our 6 teams, 6 absolutely cracking teams from the West Zone. The first round that they're going to face is something which is called Wordsworth. A lot of points at stake. Let's go and find out what Wordsworth is all about. Each team will get a thematic grid of letters. There are 5 things hidden inside. There are 5 words hidden inside. Words can be picked horizontally, vertically, or even diagonally. Once in a while, they overlap as well. We'll give you 5 points for every correct answer. There are no negative markings, so you can score here. Don't worry about answering. You can score as many as you want to within that time. And if you get all 5, we'll give you 10 bonus points. Okay? Let's start straight off with team number 1. And that's from Bhopal, St. Raphael, Bhopal. Here's your subject. Indian cities, and could we populate the grid, please? St. Raphael, your time starts now.
Sir, Agra.
Agra.
Sir, Kota, Pune.
Kota, Pune. Two more.
Sir, Puri.
Puri. One more.
Varna.
No. Correct.
Gaya.
Gaya is correct. Well done. It is Gaya, and with 22 seconds to go, you cracked the entire grid. 35 points to you, Centrafel Bhopal. That's a great start to the quiz. Well done, Centrafel. Let's move straight to team number 2, and it's Pawar International Public School, Mumbai, and your subject is musical terms. 5 musical terms hidden. Populate the grid, please. Your time starts now.
Pitch.
Pitch, duet,
Okay, pitch, duet.
Flat.
Pitch, duet, keep going.
tempo,
Sorry, I can't hear you. Tempo, you said?
tempo,
I can't hear you. What did you say?
tempo,
Tempo.
Flat.
Yes, keep going. Flat. Yes. One left.
Tune.
Tune is correct. Right on the buzzer. Tune is correct. Well done there. Tune, absolutely correct. Great teamwork out there. It was in the nick of time, but you got yourself all 35 points. Well done. We go straight to team number 3. Umaid International, your subject is baby animals, and here's your grid. 5 baby animals hidden out there. Populate the grid, please.
Sir,
Your time starts now.
Sir, calf, pup,
Calf, pup,
tap,
lamb. Sorry?
oh, sorry, sir.
Keep going.
Fawn,
Fawn, correct. 2 more to go.
loaf. Oh, sorry, sir.
Keep going.
Sir, loaf.
Loaf, there's nothing called a loaf. There's something more obvious. Come on.
Sir, fall. FOAL.
Four, correct. One more. Oh, bad luck. Time is over. Very good answering. You got pup, calf, fawn, and foal right. The one you missed out on was very easy. It was cub. But don't worry, 20 points for you. 20 is a very good start. That means you're still in the race. You're right out there where you need to be. Well done, Umaid International, Abu Road. We go straight to the next team. ECS Bagley School, Gwalior, and here's your subject. Your subject in Wordsworth is types of dance. 5 types of dance are hidden in this grid. Can we populate the grid, please? We have the Bagley, your time starts now. Types of dance. Keep trying. There are no negatives in this round.
Sir, tango.
Tango, very good.
Sir, edge ko. Aja.
No. Keep going.
Sir, piano.
No.
Sir, waltz.
Very good answer. Waltz is a great answer. 2. You've got 2. Keep going. No worries, Bagless. You did pretty well for yourself. You got 2 big 5-letter ones, tango and waltz. The ones you missed out were tap, jazz, and jig. But 10 points is a good score. At least you're there on the board and you can move forward with this. Okay, let's move straight to our next school, St. Anthony's School, Udaipur, and their subject is metric prefix. That means prefixes used in metric terms, okay? Can we populate the grids? Your time starts now. Keep going. These are used in units of weight or distance. Just look at your grid and try and answer. Come on, St. Anthony's. Any tries? There's no negative.
Kilo.
Kilo. Yes, kilo. Keep going.
Mega.
Very good. Keep going. No problems. You got yourself 2 good ones. You got kilo and mega. The remaining ones were pico, tera, and nano. Okay, St. Anthony's, you got yourself 10 points. It was a difficult grid, but 10 points is important. It keeps you in the race. Remember, you don't need to win this race. The top 3 teams qualify for the West Zone Final. Let's move on to our next team. And our next team is Children's Academy Mumbai, and their subject is sports equipment. 5 pieces of sports equipment hidden out there. Can we populate the grid, please? Your time starts now. Ball.
Cue. Club. Puck.
Good one.
And hum.
No.
Bat.
That is correct. 22 seconds to go, and you've cleared this grid. 35 points to you. So fantastic answering from Children's Academy Mumbai. At the end of round 1, Wordsworth, let's have a look at the scores. In 6th place, we have St. Anthony's on 10, as is ECS Bagley School Gwalior. Umaid International on 20, but on 35 points, we have Children's Academy Mumbai, Pawar Public School Mumbai, and St. Raphael Bhopal. Remember, there's lots and lots of rounds left, 3 rounds left, lots of very high scoring rounds, one of which is our next round. It's called Direct Fire. So we go straight into Direct Fire. Let me tell you about the rules. And these are the rules of Direct Fire. Each team gets 2 assigned questions. They don't have to buzz at all. On their assigned question, they get 10 points if they answer correctly, no negative marks. If they don't get it, the question opens in the buzzer and any team can buzz in. You'll get +5 for a correct answer, -5 for an incorrect answer. If no team can still get it correctly, I may even give options after that. Remember one thing, on the buzzer, I'm going to come to you directly. I'm not going to give you any time to think. So let's go straight and play this round of Direct Fire. We start with team number 1. Team number 1, St. Raphael Bhopal, this is your question. Which gemstone is created on the inside of living shell-like mollusks like oysters? Which gemstone? Come on. No, I didn't get an answer on the buzzer. First is Arham of St. Anthony's. Do you have an answer for me?
Pearl.
Pearl, of course. Pearl is what is created. The beautiful, beautiful pearls are created from oysters. When there's a small irregularity inside an oyster, the oyster secretes something which becomes a pearl. Good answer there, St. Anthony's. Therefore, you get yourself bonus points. We go straight to question 2 for team number 2. That's Pawar Public School, Mumbai. Pawar Public School, this is your question. Which disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin B1 supposedly derives its name from the Sinhalese phrase meaning I cannot, I cannot?
Berry.
Berry is absolutely correct. You looked a bit thoughtful, but you got it absolutely correct out there. Berry is correct. It's a very dangerous disease, very much under control nowadays thanks to better diets. Great answer there. We move straight to team 3. And team 3 is Umaid International Abu Road. Mohit and Manit, this is your question. Which is the only test team in the world that is comprised of multinational sporting confederates of many islands? That is not one country.
West Indies.
Yes, Mohit, I could see in your mind all the test team going through your head. It is the West Indies, and you get yourself 10 easy points, but well done there. These are very important points for you. We move straight to the next team, and that is ECS Baglers Gwalior. This is your question. Which Indian state has the longest coastline? Think of your map in your eyes here and think.
Sir, Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal Pradesh is incorrect. On the buzzer first is Priyansh Jain. Priyansh.
Gujarat.
Gujarat is correct. Of course, it's Gujarat. It's a lot of, run of Kutch and all there, all those little ups and downs coming in and out. Gujarat is correct. Great answer there. And we move straight to our next direct, and that direct goes to St. Anthony's Udaipur. Here's your direct question. In the Mahabharata, who was known as Dhananjaya? Which character was also known as Dhananjaya? He had another famous name.
Sanjay.
Sorry? I didn't hear you. Repeat that, please.
Sanjay.
Sanjay, no. It's on the buzzer. It goes to Umed International. Umed, do you have an answer for me?
Arjun.
Arjun, absolutely correct. Dhananjaya is another name for Arjun. Arjun won many victories and great wealth. Dhananjaya is somebody who amasses and brings great wealth to his people. Great answer there, Umed International. And the last of the first round of direct goes to Children's Academy, Mumbai. This is your direct question. Which Nobel Peace Prize winner is known for his I Have a Dream speech? A very famous speech. Children's Academy. Repeat that, please. Waiting for an answer.
Mother Teresa.
Not Mother Teresa. On the buzzer, it's Soham of Pawar Public School. Soham, do you have an answer for me?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King Jr. Very good answer. +5 to you. Children's Academy, don't worry. The round's reversed. You get yourself another question to make up. This is your next question. We're going anti-clockwise now. Here's your question. This software entrepreneur is one of the wealthiest Indians and is known for his philanthropy. He gives away a lot of money. Identify him. Who's this you see on your screen? There's a bigger picture coming up. Yeah, who's this? No children, I didn't get an answer. On the buzzer, it's Soham from Pawar Public School first. Soham.
Azim Premji.
Well done, Pawar Public School. It is Azim Premji, and he converted a small company into an infotech giant. Great, great man. Great answer, Pawar Public School. Let's move on to the next question. St. Anthony's Udaipur, your chance to pick up some points. Here's your question. The visual question. Take a look. The Jai Vilas Palace in Gwalior is a present abode of which royal family? Which royal family lives out here?
India.
Scindia is absolutely correct. You've got yourself 10 points. It is the Scindia family. The palace is now mostly a museum. Those few descendants still stay there. 10 excellent points for you, St. Anthony's Udaipur. We move on to the next team. ECS Baglers, here's your direct visual question coming up.
Yes, sir.
Identify this mammal which lays eggs. It's a very interesting one, mammal that lays eggs. No, nobody. I'm passing on the buzzer. And first on the buzzer is Aram from St. Anthony's.
Echidna.
Yes, it is the echidna. That's a really good answer. It's the echidna, also known as the spiny anteater. It's one of only 2 mammals that lays eggs. Really good answer there, St. Anthony's. That's a classy answer. And let's move straight back onto our next visual question. And whose direct is it next? It's Umed International Abu Road. This is your visual question coming up. Which American astronaut of Indo-Slovenian origin held the record for the most time spent walking in space? Take a look at this picture of this person, okay? Umed International, can you identify her? What's her name? She's Indo-Slovenian, has Indian blood. I didn't hear an answer from you. Jay Mehta from Pawar Public has buzzed first. Jay, do you have an answer?
Sir, it is Sunita Williams.
It is Sunita Williams indeed. +5 to you. Great answer there. It is Sunita Williams. And do you know Sunita Williams also ran a marathon in space? That can't be easy. Standing and running a marathon in space is not easy. Pawar Public School, it's your direct visual now. Chance to pick up some more points, and here is your visual question. Identify this Arjuna awardee who's nicknamed the Dhee Express.
Hima Das.
What did you say? Repeat that, please.
Hima Das. Hima Das.
Hima Das. Of course it is. Hima Das from Assam, who did so many, won 400 meters races in 2019 within a span of 6 weeks. She's done very well for Indian athletics. Hima Das it is. Plus 10 to you. And we go to our last visual question. And this is a direct coming up for St. Raphael Bhopal. Here's your visual question. Identify this associate of Mahatma Gandhi, often described as his mentor during his early career. Yes, St. Raphael Bhopal.
Sir, the screen is not visible, so...
Gopal Krishna Gokhale.
Yes, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. One of the teammates said the screen is not visible. The other answered. That's what good teammates are all about. When one is having trouble, the other can answer. Gopal Krishna Gokhale is correct, and that gets you 10 points. So we've had some terrific scoring. Teams had a slow first round, but in this direct fire, they really made up a lot of ground. Let's see what's happened and what are the scores at the end of round number 2. ECS bag list is on 10. Don't worry, ECS, lots more chances to score. Children's Academy has moved on to 35, as has St. Anthony's Jaipur on 35, and Umaid International. So 3 teams together, punched together in 3rd place on 35. Just ahead of them, St. Raphael's Bhopal on 45. But at this point in time, leading with some terrific answering is Pawar Public School, Mumbai. Just remember, our next round is potentially our highest scoring round, because you can score up to 40 points, but you can also get 0. So you'll have to play that very carefully, but that means that every team has a chance of making up and every team still has a chance of qualifying. Let's go straight into our next round. It's called Super Sixer. Each team gets a grid of 9 tiles. There are 6 correct answers written out there, 3 wrong answers. They have to pick within those 45 seconds the 6 correct answers. You can stop at any point in time. You can consult all the time. You can go back and say this is a mistake, take it out, but you all have to do it within 45 seconds. Once those 45 seconds are over, I will freeze it. And for every correct answer, you'll get 5 points. But if you make a mistake, even a single mistake, you can go to 0. So remember, teams, you can quit at any point. You can go answer up to 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to. It doesn't matter. Okay. So this round is not just about general knowledge. It's about using yourself, using your time smartly, and deciding how much to guess and how much not to guess. Let's go with the first team on Super Sixer. Children's Academy, Mumbai, your first question of Super Sixer coming up. Okay. And here is your subject. Your subject is flightless birds. Which of these birds are totally flightless? When I say totally flightless, means they cannot fly at all. Your grid, this is your grid. Your time starts now, Children's Academy.
Ostrich.
Sorry, you need to answer the birds that are flightless. Yeah, keep going.
Emu.
Emu, you said.
Cassowary.
Kiwi.
Cassowary, kiwi. I've heard 4 answers.
Penguin.
Penguin.
I think it's not sure about cassowary. Should I remove it, Dhruv?
If you're not sure.
I'd like to remove cassowary.
Okay, remove cassowary, please.
That's it. Only this much.
Children's Academy, Mumbai, we have frozen it. You're not going to try anymore. Well, I think you've been very smart about this. You've tried to say that you don't want to take any excesses. Let's look at the ones you chose. You chose ostrich, emu, penguin, and kiwi. 5, 10, 15, 20 points to you. Well done. If you had chosen, let's look at the other correct answers. The other correct answers, of course, are cassowary
and hen.
No, you would have got it wrong for hen. Hens can actually fly. They can fly very little, but they can fly. The kakapo, which is found in New Zealand, is the other one. But you got yourself 20 points and you played it safe. Remember, in this round, A lot of teams overestimate, get the wrong answer and go to 0.
Yes, that's why I didn't
I think you played it very well. 20 points for you, Children's Academy, Mumbai. We move straight to the next team, and the next team is St. Anthony's Udaipur. Your subject is countries with women heads of state or government in 2020. Here are your choices.
New
First
Zealand,
is New Zealand.
New Zealand, okay.
France,
Okay. What was your next choice? Sorry, repeat that. France, you said?
Finland, I think.
I don't think it's Finland.
Decide. I'm waiting on you. Any other choices? St. Anthony's, I'm waiting for your choices.
Iceland?
Iceland, you said?
No, I am not sure about Iceland. Remove Iceland.
Remove Iceland. Okay, the only two ended up with New Zealand and France. Let's have a look. New Zealand, correct or not? New Zealand is correct. And France, I'm sorry, France is, the head of state is Emmanuel Macron, who's definitely a man. Bad luck there. Let's have a look at the rest of the grid. The other incorrect answers out there were Sri Lanka and Thailand. Bad luck there, St. Anthony's. No points for you. We move to Team 4 and let's have a look at what their subject is. Sports in which India has won Olympic medals. Remember, not Asian Games, not Commonwealth Games, Olympic medals. Let's have a look at your grid. Here's your grid. Time starts now.
Sir, hockey.
Hockey.
Sir, wrestling.
Wrestling.
Sir, shooting.
Shooting. Keep consulting. You can answer as many as you want to. You can quit at any time. Keep consulting. Keep talking to each other.
Sir, boxing.
Boxing.
Sir, only this much.
Okay, they're playing it safe. They've gone for 4. These are their 4 options. Hockey, wrestling, shooting, boxing. How many have they got right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 20 points. Well done, ECS Bagless. 20 points you had. The other correct answers on the screen, of course, are weightlifting and tennis, where Leander Pace got us a medal. The ones which were wrong were archery, table tennis, and gymnastics. Well played, ECS Bagless. You've got yourself 20 points in a difficult round. Let's see what our next team gets. Next up, we have Umaid International School from Abu Road, and your subject is Indian embroidery designs. 6 embroidery designs, 3 are not. Here's your grid. Your time starts now.
Sir, fulkari.
Fulkari.
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
Kantha.
Kantha.
Zardozi.
Zardozi.
And sir, Warli. W-A-R-L-I.
What do you say about?
No, sir, I will remove. We will remove Warli and add Ari.
So remove Worli, add Ari. Okay, Umaid International, you made a last-minute decision. Your first 4 choices were chicken curry, full curry, of course, which is from Punjab, Zardozi, which is in many countries, and Kantha from the east of India. 20 points for that. Now, this last answer, you thought of Warli, but you changed it to Ari. This choice could either give you 25 or 0. And your choice of Ari is correct. 25 points to you, Umaid International. Fantastic, fantastic answer. You changed it at the last minute. That 1 second decision got you 25 extra points. Let's see how much of a difference it makes in this quiz. Let's go straight to our next team. Our next team is Pawar Public School, Mumbai, leading at this point in time. Your subject is countries in Asia. Which of these are Asian countries? Which of these are not? This is your grid. Your time starts now.
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
Iran.
Iran.
Mongolia.
Mauritius.
Mongolia.
Mauritius.
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 Cyprus is not here. Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Laos.
Laos. You can change any if you want to.
No, we are happy. This is what we have gone for.
Okay. Can we lock it?
Yes, we can lock it.
Okay, so those were your 6 choices. You thought it through and then you locked it at the end. So let's look at your answers. Let's look at Lebanon, the Philippines, Laos, Mongolia. Are they correct or not? All 4 correct, 20 points. Next you tried Iran. Is that correct or not? 25 points. The next one gets you either 40 or 0 and you chose Mauritius. Mauritius is in the Indian Ocean, but it's a part of Africa. It's a part of the African continent. Israel, of course, is a part of Asia. Cyprus and Mali were the other incorrect answers. Pawar Public School, bad luck, but it just means that this quiz is now wide open. Let's go to our final contestants for this round, and that is St. Raphael Bhopal. Here is your subject. Your subject is Harry Potter characters. 6 of these are characters from Harry Potter, 3 are not. Here's your grid. Your time starts now. Which of these are Harry Potter?
No, I don't have an idea. Sirius Black.
Okay, Sirius Black you said.
If you are not confirmed, please don't lock it.
You have only one choice, so it's not going to hurt you. Anyway, you're going to get 0, so you might as well try 1 at least. Okay, bad luck, St. Raphael Bhopal. This is sometimes what they call the luck of the draw in a quiz. This is some of the other teams out here would have salivated seeing this grade, but St. Raphael Bhopal sometimes is just not your area of interest. St. Raphael, you got Sirius Black, which is the correct answer. Let's have a look at the other correct answers on this. The other correct answers on this grade are Dolores, Remus, Luna Lovegood, Albus Dumbledore, of course, and Bellatrix Lestrange. Matilda, of course, was a character created by Roald Dahl. Artemis Fowl is a character created by Owen Colfer. And, of course, Nancy Drew is the lady detective, the young detective created by Franklin W. Dixon. Well, you've got yourself 5 points. And at the end of this very, very topsy-turvy round, let's have a look at the leaderboard. Bagler School is on 30. You've made up quite a bit. St. Anthony's Udaipur is on 35. St. Raphael's Bhopal is on 50. Children's Academy in 3rd place on 55. On 60, Umaid International. Pawar Public School is on 70. Given the number of points in our final round, which is called the final countdown, there are 60 points at stake. Everything is set up for this final quiz round. It's time for the teams to play the final countdown. And here are the rules of the final countdown. It's really simple. 6 direct questions asked, all in the buzzer. 10 points for the correct answer, minus 10 for an incorrect answer. That means 60 points at stake. Once a team presses the buzzer at any point in time, I will stop the question and ask them to answer. Okay? Teams all ready? Get your hands on that buzzer. We're ready to play the final countdown. Question number 1. Which popular scooter brand from Bajaj is named after the horse of Maharana Pratap? And the first team on the buzzer is Aram James, St. Anthony's Udaipur.
Chetak.
Chetak is correct, plus 10 for you. Well done. Chetak is absolutely correct, plus 10. And what does that mean? Whose answer is St. Anthony's? That means you move up. You're on 45. You're in striking distance now. Question number 2. What motto is inscribed in Devanagari script at the base of India's national symbol? And first on the buzzer, Children's Academy, Mumbai, Bihan.
Satyameva Jayate.
Satyameva Jayate. Lovely words, Children's Academy. That's a terrific answer, and that means you've just jumped up there. You've gone into second place now, Children's Academy. Important answer from you for Satyameva Jayate. Okay, question number 3. Coorg in Karnataka and Nagpur in Maharashtra are famous for which type of, somebody's hit it, Arham, St. Anthony's?
Oranges.
Oranges. You didn't wait for me to finish whether it's a citrus fruit, oranges or not, but that was absolutely correct. Udaipur playing some desperate sport out here. And what this means is they have gone into 4th place. They're just 5 points behind the top 3 teams. Remember, 3 teams go through. Okay, question number 4 coming up. Comprising smoke, dust and vapor in the air, SPM causes haze and leads to respiratory issues. What is the full form of SPM? SPM, what's the full form? Mohit from Umaid International first in the buzzer.
The National Defence Academy.
I'm sorry, it's SPM, minus 10 to you. It is actually suspended particulate matter. Bad luck, minus 10 to Umaid International. That's a bit of a blow for them. 2 questions to go. What can happen out here? Umaid International and St. Raphael can both sneak into 3rd place. Remember, the top 3 teams go through. Question number 5. Which film, based on a novel by Chetan Bhagat, is the debut film of Sushant Singh Rajput? And Aram from St. Anthony's hits it first. Aram, your answer?
Kai Poche.
Kai Poche, and that means you're going to join 2nd place with just 1 question to go. We have 2 teams on 65, 1 on 70, but there are 2 teams on 50 who now are just out of reach. Here is the last question of the quiz. Which team did Kunal and Hardik Pandya represent in this year's IPL? And Arham from St. Anthony's again.
Mumbai Indians. Mumbai
Indians it is. What a spectacular finish to this quiz. What an absolutely sensational finish. Let's see what's happened at the end of these rounds. A fantastic round of the final countdown. And this is what the final scores look like. In 6th place, we have ECS Bagler School, Gwalior, who did very well. Umaid International Abu Road was tantalizingly close. They were on 50. St. Raphael Bhopal, they were also on 50. Remember, these teams are also champions. They've been chosen among thousands from around the country, and they're not going to go home empty-handed. They're going to, each of the teams are going to get e-certificates, and they're going to get a shield, which they can show very proudly in their school. Congratulations, you may have not qualified today, but you're all winners. And now let's come to the top 3 teams. The top 3 teams in this quiz. In 3rd place, we have Children's Academy, Mumbai, consistent throughout. Well done, Children's Academy. Great performance. See you in the West Zone Finals. In 2nd place, we have Pawar Public School, Mumbai. They did well throughout the quiz. They answered consistently and they kept their lead till the very last round. Well done, Pawar Public School, Mumbai. And in 1st place, we have St. Anthony's, Udaipur, who did an absolutely sensational job in this final countdown round. They were in 4th place and they answered their way to win the competition. They've stormed their way into the West Zone Finals. So that's it from here. We've done all the Zonal Semi-Finals and we've got 24 teams who are going to fight it out next time onwards in the regional finals. And that's what we're going to look forward to in the next edition of the Indiannica Quiz League, the IQL. Till then, goodbye.